name's Anna and I like to read, and in this video I will be talking about books I got this month. So back in December I got a gift card for Barnes & Noble for one of the holidays, and I decided to wait till this month to get books from Barnes & Noble. And I also recently got some books from The Strand. So I'm going to be talking about the books I got from Barnes & Noble first, and then I will talk about the books I got from The Strand. The first book I got at Barnes & Noble was Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. This book explores gun violence and the cycle of violence, and I have already read it and I really enjoyed it, and I will talk more about it in my wrap-up. And the next book I got at Barnes & Noble is Radio Silence by Alice Osman. This follows two college students who are working on a podcast, and this book explores themes such as friendship and sexuality and love and choosing what you want to do for the rest of your life. I'm really excited to read this, and once I read it I'll tell you what I think of it. The next book I got at Barnes & Noble was Am Alfonso Jones by Tony Medina. This book is a graphic novel that follows Alfonso Jones as he wakes up in the afterlife, and he has recently been shot by a police officer, and we see him in the afterlife, and we also see his parents and his friends and how they're dealing with grief and loss in the real world. And this was an excellent read, and I will talk more about it in my wrap-up for this month. The next book I got at Barnes & Noble was Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by L.C. Rosen. This follows Jack, who is gay, and he writes a teen sex advice column at his school, and he starts receiving threatening love letters, and he has to change his personality, and he also wants to find out who has been threatening him and who has been stalking him. And the last book I got at Barnes & Noble was Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertelli and Aisha Saeed. This book follows two teenagers named Jamie and Maya, and they are canvassing for their local Senate candidate, and they become friends first, and this friendship evolves eventually into a romance. So those are the books I got at Barnes & Noble, and now I'm going to talk about the books I got at The Strand. So the first book I got at The Strand was Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. This follows Charlie, who is a teenager in his first year of high school, and he writes letters to a friend. This is a very old book from the 90s, so I would be surprised if you haven't heard of it, because there was also a movie which I saw parts of and I enjoyed, but I want to read the book and then watch the movie completely. The next book I got at The Strand was His Royal Dogness Guy the Beagle, the remarkable true story of Meghan Markle's rescue dog. This is about Meghan Markle's rescue dog, and this is going to be a present for my niece in the future. This is not for me, but this was a children's book, and it looked cute and funny and interesting, and it also had a note inside from Simon and Schuster about the book, see, which is interesting, I guess. And the next and last book I got at The Strand was The Kindness Quilt. This is a children's book as well, and this is also a present for my niece, and this follows a class, and they have been tasked to work on a kindness project, so I'm assuming they're gonna make a quilt with their classmates. That is it for this video, and if you enjoyed it, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!